Hello and welcome to Tobysblogs. Today I thought I would show you my Doctor Who Eaglemoss collection. Now these are all limited editions, and I wasn't a subscriber to Eaglemoss, and so I've collected these all on their website, on an eBay. Yeah, some of them were quite expensive, but yeah, I thought I'd show you them. They're all classic because I'm not really into the new series stuff, because classic is more my thing. So these are going to be all classic, and so I've got a few here, starting with kind of classic old Doctor Who, then moving into more later 80s stuff. So moving over to here first, we have Alpha Centauri. Now, she's quite a rare one, because apparently a lot of people can't get him. I always see Alpha Centauri as a she, because she sounds like a she. So that's Alpha Centauri there. It's quite a nice one. I quite like that one. Then in the back here we have the Black Dalek from Dalek Invasion of Earth, is it? Let's have a look at it. Black Dalek from Dalek Invasion of Earth. There we go. Put him back there. Sorry for all the dust. Then we've got the Ice Lord from Curse of Peladon. Is it Curse of Peladon, or is it from? No, Monster of Peladon. Apparently, it's Monster of Peladon. Yeah, and with these figures, with these collectors Eaglemoss, I've kind of collected stuff that is not available in character options. So stuff like Alpha Centauri or the Wirren or the Vervoids, something like that, like stuff that isn't available on character options, because I want something different. So I haven't collected the Eaglemoss, which our character options have released, because I already have them in a more superior form, I think. So yeah, so let me move down to the Sensorite here. And this one, if you want this one, you can buy it in a twin pack with the Monoid. That's still available on the Eaglemoss website. And this one I bought, the Supreme Dalek from the Planet of the Daleks. Bought that on eBay. Yeah, it's quite a nice one. And where we go? Then we're going to the Jaggeroth. You can buy that one on Eaglemoss website. I don't particularly like this one because the face is really tiny, and I think, like, compare it with the Ice Lord here, his head and body are quite good proportions, but this one is, I don't know, the body's really small and the head's really small. I don't think it really goes with the rest of them. And this one, which is a more modern one that came out recently, I think it's quite a popular one. It is the Auton from Terror of the Autons. It is down as the Daffodil Man, which I think is a completely stupid name, so I call it the Auton from the Terror of the Autons. But that's a really, really beautiful Eaglemoss figure. Let me come down to the front here, and we have the Monoid, which I said you can get as a twin pack with the sensor right there, which is out of focus. The Monoid here, we will prepare ourselves for the main landings. So that's it's the Monoid, which is quite a nice one. Then we got the Vord from Lokia Manorus, which is one of my favourite stories. Sorry about the dust. And then at the back we've got one of my favourite figures, which I really wish they were doing character options, is the Quark from the Dominators. Really beautiful. And at the back here you can see all my Doctor Who video collection as well. Have a look. Focus. Yeah, so that's at the back. And then we get to the Piece de Resistance, which is the absolutely gorgeous and stunning Wirren figure, which is extremely rare to get. And this cost me £50. £50 because I really wanted it, and I bought it on eBay. £50. So that is an extremely rare figure to get now. And it's really, really pricey. Some people are selling it for like hundreds of pounds. So yeah, that's a really rare one. I'm so glad I got that in the centre of my collection, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Sorry about the dust. Moving on to the more like Tom Baker onwards kind of stuff. We have the Captain from the Pirate Planet. This figure, I thought, wow, this is really exciting because we haven't really seen this before in like character options or whatever. But then we do get this stupid, really ugly parrot thing. The thing, it won't focus on it, but it has the most incredible honk that anything would have. I'm trying to focus on it, but it won't. So we try and zoom on it, zoom in on the honk. Yeah, look, it's got the most huge nose. I'm sure you can see that. But yeah, there we go. The most huge nose, which is extremely not screen accurate at all. I don't see why they've given it such an enormous nose, because it didn't have that in the actual thing, which I'm really disappointed with that one, because it's such a beautiful figure, and then they've given that thing an enormous honk, which I think is really stupid. Then where are we going? Right, so going to the back here, Cyber Controller, which is quite nice. Beautiful figure. Then going to the front with Anthony Ainley. God, these things are covered in so much dust. I need to clean them. Yeah, Anthony Ainley with his weapon. They're really nice. And then the exploding Dalek, which I think, I don't know, the way they've done it, it just looks a bit, you know, these edges there are very jagged and doesn't look as good. I think, what's it from? I think it's from the 5 Doctors, is it? Resurrection of the Daleks. Yeah, because the 5 Doctors did it so much superior. Yes, that's that. I'm not too sure about that one. It's a bit narring. I don't think it really blends well, and it's not particularly good. Then another recent one that released recently was the Valeyard, which looks really cool, but his head sculpt is not the best. But that's the Valeyard. Then keeping with the Troubled Tunnels theme, we have the Vervoid. Now, I love the Vervoids. I think, even though people might disagree with me, I think they're one of the most scariest monsters of Doctor Who. Surely because you can't stop them, they just kill, and they've got no morals or anything. So I think they're scary, even though their appearance, but I think they're absolutely terrifying. And when the story is called Terror of the Vervoids, is really, they are terrifying. Yeah, but I don't think that's done particularly well, that one. And then we go, right, I'm going to go to the Tetrap, which I love the Tetraps. I think they're a really beautiful design. And that is a really nice kind of figure, so I'm glad I got that one. Then the Hemivores, Curse of Fenric, is another one of my favourite stories. And it's quite a beautiful figure there. And then where are we going? We're going to the Destroyer, which is one of my favourite Eaglemoss figures, because it actually has, have a look if I can get in there, actually has a chain on it. The chains are real and separate, which is absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and I love that. And the Destroyer is such a beautiful beautiful costume. And then we're going over to his last two here, the Cheetah People, which is not so good, and the Chief Clown, which I had such a huge problem with Eaglemoss to get, but there it is in pride of place. And now I think the pride of any Eaglemoss collection is the specials, and I absolutely adore my specials. This is one of the specials, and now we're going to go up to the top to look at some of the other specials. So here we've got the beautiful robot collection here, gorgeously stunning. Croton, which is absolutely amazing, beautiful figure, looks absolutely stunning and gorgeous. You can still buy this one on Eaglemoss website if you want it. Then this one, which I bought on eBay, beautiful K1 robot. Then we've got the gorgeous Drathro here, which I think you can still buy on Eaglemoss website. Annoying they put him in a walking pose. I prefer him more in a standing pose. It's annoying with some of these Eaglemoss figures that they actually put them in a walking pose, because I think it really annoys. It's not how I want them. But yeah, that's so they're the robots. And then we move over to the wonderful, gorgeous figures. These were bought on eBay. Yeti, absolutely gorgeous figure. I love that one. And Agador, which I think you can still buy on the Eaglemoss website. Which is another gorgeous one. I did have Azal, but when I saw it in the box, I thought, God, this is not. They haven't done him very well, so I sent it back. Oh no, I didn't. I sold it. In the back, non-Eaglemoss. It is John Pertwee statue from Forbidden Planet. And then we got the Emperor Dalek, which I have edited. Right, some of these I have edited myself because I don't like them where they came. So the dome of the Dalek head came as a yellow colour, the same colour as these dome bits there. So I painted it silver. because it looks much better like that, and I like it that way because it's that awful yellow dome. Even though it might have been like that in the TV series, it looks bloody awful, so I had to change it. Then up here, for some reason, we've got the Destiny Dalek and K9. K9 is so tiny. And then we have the special, which is the War Machine. And as you can see, I've edited this one too. Oh, where can I put it? Where I can, oh, don't matter. Put it down here. You can come down with the room. So yeah, I've edited this one. This thing next to my thumb, this thing was sticking up right next to this pole, and it looked awful, absolutely awful. I don't know why. I'm a one for symmetry. Let's put it back up there. I'm one for symmetry, so I like things that are symmetrical, and I get really uppity about things that aren't symmetrical. And this huge whopping great thing was up here right next to this thing, and it looked absolutely awful. Why would you put such a huge thing next to that? So what I did was I pulled that down, and this is just a big metal pole here, and it is a bit bent there, but I pulled it down. I think I actually pulled this off completely, and then I stuck it back in the place because there's a little hole thing here to hold it, because that's how it was in the TV series, because it moved up and down, didn't it? So I've just pulled it down, pushed it down here, where it was stuck here. I've painted it silver and painted that silver and put it back in its place. I think that looks a lot better than what Eaglemoss did. Yes, I've edited 2 of them, so that's limited. That gets rid of their limited edition warranty. But yeah, this is my Eaglemoss collection. I absolutely adore it, and I do hope they continue with it because it's absolutely gorgeous. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this video of my Eaglemoss collection and what I think about it. And once again, sorry for the dust. Thank you and goodbye.